Determined to prove that they are serious about fighting the menace of drugs in Punjab, senior Congress leaders in Punjab and opposition leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party have been lining up to take dope tests to prove that they are clean. How exactly do these tests work, and are they accurate? And perhaps more importantly, are our politicians serious about ending the horror of drugs in Punjab? Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor has the story.
From the ruling Congress to the opposition Aam Aadmi Party, politicians in Punjab line up to take dope tests in an attempt to prove they are serious about fighting the drug menace. This after Chief Minister Amarinder Singh ordered mandatory dope tests on all government servants. But will such tests help? NDTV spoke to experts.
Common test is called the immunoassay, and that immunoassay is a very rapid test of detection. It's a screening test. It's more like a pregnancy detection kind of a test. So
Which can be done in a few minutes.
Yes, which can be done very rapidly in a few minutes. So this is only a screening test, and there are always these issues about false positives and false negatives. And it does not diagnose addiction. It does not diagnose dependence. Nobody can diagnose drug dependence. Drug dependence or addiction or lack of addiction cannot be diagnosed by a simple screening urine drug test.
Experts in Punjab believe that mandatory dope test will only be able to detect substance in the sample and not diagnose an addiction. Simply put, it will test use and not abuse. For example, if a person consumes cannabis at a party but is not a regular user, might come out positive. Whereas a regular drug addict using something like heroin regularly but happens to refrain from it for a couple of days before giving his sample might test negative.
Certain cough syrups which contain a drug called dextromethorphan, just for example. So that will give a positive opioid test result.
Just a cough syrup?
Yes. It will. If it contains dextromethorphan, that's one of the known agents which can give a false positive. So it will appear as if that person has taken heroin.
Will a cough syrup also lead to a positive result? We decided to put this to test. I bought an over-the-counter cough syrup, consumed 2 caps within 4 hours, and then arrived here at the District Civil Hospital in Mohali to get tested. At this window which says drug de-addiction test, we get a slip, pay 1500 rupees and go to the lab. The sample is taken and within minutes we have the result. Just 2 caps of this cough syrup has made me fail the dope test. So if I were somebody who was seeking a government job or somebody wanting a promotion in the government job, I would be rejected.
It may be a psychological, you can say, warfare. And so many times the psychological warfare also helps. But if we say on the ground, there are only 3,07,000 employees, including the contract-based employees. Another 80,000 in the boards and corporations. So 3,87,000 employees. You are testing. Now you have a population of 3 crore, in which population, the 15 to 40 population is around 1 crore, more than 1 crore, 1.5 crore. So what is the idea of this?
According to the government's own survey in 2017 conducted by PGI Chandigarh, every 6th person in Punjab is dependent on a substance. But just the checks for the government employees will cost the government an estimated 48 crores.
ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਮੁਲਾਜ਼ਮ ਡੀਜੀਪੀ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਸਿਪਾਹੀ ਤੱਕ ਚੀਫ ਸੈਕਟਰੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਪਟਵਾਰੀ ਤੱਕ ਜੇ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਵਕੂਫ ਬਣਾਏਗਾ ਉਹ ਗੱਲ ਲੁਕੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿ ਸਕਦੀ ਉਹਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ.
Clinical psychologists working with addicts say that when a person is into substance abuse, it's common knowledge amongst his family and friends. He does not really need a dope test to be identified. The question then is, what purpose does this mandatory dope test solve? And is it then just a knee-jerk reaction by the government? In Punjab, with camera person Ashwini Mehra, I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor, NDTV.